Mayo experience.
Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Mayo experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience Sunday night live, the Week 8 recap, Week 9 guessing the spreads, Cust Eats, some picks for Sunday Night Football. It's all here. Tim is in studio, looking dapper, I must say. And Garion's on the line, who's barely alive, yet it's not the worst possible outcome for you with the Blue Jays losing, is it? There could be one thing worse, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I could be a meme.
You could be a meme.
Yeah.
Of someone we don't actually, you know what? The first thing I've heard from Jeff was legitimately 3 minutes ago. He just put down a very fast OT for the Raiders. Lol. Good for him.
Well, he's still mourning Joe Alt as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a great day.
Yeah, that happened. Wasn't it like it was like a pick six to start that game and then like a punt return for a touch? I was getting a little worried for Jeff.
That's how the Titans cover games.
They barely hung on to cover in that game.
That's what they do.
It's bad because I had money on the Chargers.
Everything has to break their way to lose by 7.
I want to start with the NFC. Keep it fresh here because we're still waiting on the final results of the Buffalo and Kansas City game, although it seems like Buffalo has taken it, grabbed them by the balls here. They're on the 37-yard line at the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 9. I think if they can just get a first down, that the game would be over for the Bills. Actually, you know what? I want to start on that game in something just different. I mentioned this to Tim as we were watching it in the room, and you can see that it's probably still on Garion. And it's funny because like this stuff just leaves my mind the moment I thought about it, so I wrote it down. For the CBS Romo-Nance game, have you ever noticed that the field itself, like whatever lens that they're using on the camera, whatever angle that they're using, the field looks really small and the players look really big versus every other game where it's a really wide shot of the field? Is that a CBS thing? Is that a that game thing? Is it a Buffalo, like at the Ralph type of thing? I don't know why it never occurred to me as someone who like likes production type stuff. It never really occurred to me before until I really thought about it.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's necessarily something I've ever thought of, but if I had to guess, it might be a Ralph thing, just with like how often those games are on the main CBS telecast. It might just be a quirk of that. I'm not sure. It would be funny if Romo was specifically requesting that during like Cowboys games so that Dak looks smaller. So he wants not as good at quarterback.
He wants the zoom out view like they had in the Rams. I mean, that could in the Rams-Saints game, they were just like, let's just set this camera here and walk away.
Like you couldn't even see the sidelines when the ball was snapped during the Rams game. Whereas like with the Bills one, you can see the sidelines, you can see the wall behind the players. It was a real difference. And again, maybe it's just where physically the cameras get positioned in an older stadium versus a brand new one. I don't know.
Well, that won't be the case for the Bills going into the next year as they kept showing their brand new stadium, which will be opening in September.
God, they show that a lot.
NFC. Would I be crazy, Gary, to bet on the Rams to win the Super Bowl right now?
I don't think so. I think they're a very complete team. I think it is one of those games where, like, let's not get over our skis because someone absolutely dominated the Saints with God, I was so shocked by how they kept pronouncing the Saints' new quarterback's name, and I can't even remember it now. Yeah, Shuck. did not realize that's how that was pronounced. Great for that guy. But they're a very complete team, and when Puka's healthy, like Devontae looks spry again. I mean, you could argue that's the best 1-2 punch at receiver in the NFL. Stafford still has some gusto in that arm, and Corum and Kyron Williams look good as a tandem in the backfield. Yeah,
but it's the defense too. It's hard to tell, like you said, like when you beat the crap out of the Saints and Shuck, they were playing Taysom Hill for a series, and then he had one nice rush. Then they got him to throw the ball. That was very unsuccessful for Taysom Hill. But it's difficult to figure out what's going on with him. Like they kicked the crap out of the Jags and the Saints and the Ravens without Lamar. And, they beat the Colts in a game they probably shouldn't have beat the Colts. They lost to the Niners. They lost to the Eagles in a game they should have beat the Eagles in. They feel like the most complete team right now.
They're the least flawed team in the NFC. I would say that.
Not the Packers?
No, the Packers, despite being 5-2-1, the Packers are nowhere close to as good as their record suggests. They're like good team, but not a great team. They're nowhere close to the best team in the NFC. They have problems. And you saw it against Cleveland. You saw it today against Carolina. And like, at least Cleveland has an excellent defense. Like, what's your excuse this week?
And Bryce Young didn't do anything.
He did
Gary.
nothing.
Like, he was in the game. They're 5-4 now. They're like sniffing a wild card spot somehow.
And they play the Saints next week.
And it's 100% basically due to Rico Dowdle.
He's been the biggest
Although
part.
when they almost lost that game because he double pumped. I mean, that was pretty great.
It just like what was Bryce Young's stat line today? Like, we were watching, like he's not doing anything.
Carolina
I do know
and
for a fact
Chicago
that
are
on
both bad
on the
teams.
game-winning drive, he exceeded 100 yards passing.
That's
that
good.
was just one of those things where like the little Fox stat box in the corner that changes. I was like, oh my God, he was under 100 yards before that throw to Tet. Jeez.
And the Packers lose Tucker Kraft probably for the season. Matthew Golden gets hurt in the game. Well, Christian Watson had to leave for a bit with a concussion, although it wasn't a concussion. He ended up coming back. Jacobs doesn't look like Jacobs since that calf injury. The defense is still good, but if they're not scoring 30 points a game, like it's
No, and Love makes one or two boneheaded decisions every game. That's his MO. Like
Oh, Jim! Oh, it hit the upright. The Bills missed their field goal. They have turned it over as a missed
I
field
can't
goal.
remember the play
with
from
22
the first
seconds
quarter of
left.
that game, but he just like he got stuck in a loop. He was just like, it wasn't even like all that notable a play.
we didn't see the first drive. We were too busy on the main screen watching Jags Raiders try to score.
Well, we turned it over because the Jags Raiders game kept getting delayed because the Texans and Broncos game just wouldn't end. So, and the red zone feed for the Sunday ticket feed for it was like on that same channel. So eventually it came on, and I had a bunch of weird Jags props today. One of them, the Parker Washington ladder hit, 7+ catches. Diami Brown suffered a concussion after having 26 yards on the first drive. He couldn't get there for me to get to 50, but that's okay. We had a lot riding on tonight's game, Garion. If for two things in particular that need to happen for me to win a lot of money tonight, which would be just fantastic news. Either way, so we kept it on that game, and the Chiefs and Bills game had started. We were like, okay, we'll just turn it to Chiefs and Bills, like right after this drive ends. And it must have been like 30 plays later that ended with Lawrence throwing a pick on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great moment too for Red Zone, where that pick happened like 6 seconds after the Colston Loveland game-winning touchdown for Bears Bengals, and Red Zone cuts to the Raiders game, and Scott Hansen's just like, and Lawrence throws an interception on a 2-point conversion. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to this game.
Oh, the Raiders had
are on
moved
the
the ball down to the
1
1-yard line.
Yeah. My God.
Jeff thought the game was over.
Yeah,
because he forgot overtime rules.
He even said it's been a long weekend for me.
Do you think he'll have any energy on Tuesday's show?
I think by Tuesday he will have come around.
What if the maid doesn't come again?
Then it's going to be a problem.
Does that ever happen to you, Gary? When your maid doesn't show up, it just ruins
man.
your day?
When my team loses the World Series with 2 outs left and the maid doesn't show up, that's a rough week.
That's like the worst thing that could ever possibly happen, right?
We
least
think
you
he
weren't a meme.
secretly likes that he's a meme, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mahomes to the end zone. No, 3rd down with 3 seconds left. So the final play of the game is upcoming here from the 45-yard line for the Chiefs.
Will the Raiders go for 2, or will they take the extra point and accept the tie?
Did they score the touchdown?
No, but they're on the 1-yard line.
Well,
There's
should-
25
should
seconds
go
left.
for.
Well, here's the thing about the Raiders. When they have 1 yard to get, they try to run up the middle with Genty, and he just gets tackled 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage every time.
The only thing notable about that game will be the little kick. Like, we'll never remember this game other than the 68-yard field
I
goal.
would say it was a pretty big kick.
But see, Garion's got a sense of humor tonight. I appreciate that.
Well, he's using.
I haven't
humor-
smiled in 24 hours.
I
so
don't
it's
blame.
just like-
I don't blame you. I understand how you're feeling, and I think you are putting a yeoman's effort here forward.
Tim, I want to get your opinion on this. So I had people over to watch last night.
Yeah.
I had to like hold it together for like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Not like demanding people leave, but like
Start
hoping
cleaning. Start
they would
cleaning.
just leave, or even like the double play happens, and the broadcast is showing the Dodgers celebrating the field, and all I want to do is turn off the television and throw the remote. But again, people are over.
Mm-hmm.
So after about 15 seconds, I just politely go like, I think I'm going to turn this off now, if that's okay with everybody. But I just like, I needed everyone to go. I needed no people to be around.
I understand.
How would you have handled that situation?
Probably exactly the way you did. And then as soon as they left, fall apart.
Yeah, I broke down.
Yeah, I would too. I would too. As soon as they left, I would have just laid down and cried.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
If you love a sport, like it can break your heart. Baseball in particular.
You guys care too much. Jesus Christ, I just went to bed.
Well, fair enough. But like, I get it. If that were like the Jets in the Super Bowl, and I had people and we were watching it and they lost like 3.
What is this hypothetical scenario that you talk about?
You know, they lost like a 7-point. They had like they were up by 6 and they gave up a touchdown or something, and like they lost the Super Bowl. Yeah, I would keep it together. I'd turn it off. I'd say, well, I need to go to bed. People would leave.
I need an alone moment. Thank you. You have to leave.
I think people would know.
My freezer cake.
I think people would know, and I would just cry. I understand that.
Bills won.
Bills.
And the Raiders scored a touchdown. Brock Bowers' third receiving touchdown of the game.
Goodness
I'm going to
gracious.
score 200 points this week.
You do have him. 12 catches for 127 yards and 3 touchdowns. Turns out the Raiders' offense still isn't good, but if they have Brock Bowers, they can actually move the ball with him, so that's helpful.
He's pretty good. Yeah. I think the turning point for all Brock Bowers ownership today was when Gino was trying to hit Michael Myers in the flat.
And he just straight up dropped it.
Well, it was the one where it got picked like underneath. And I don't even really blame Myers, but like Gino's just gesturing. I'm like, come back to the ball. Come back to the ball. And I don't think he's gotten a target since.
No, he had a catch in the second half. That I saw. They are going for 2. I'm watching it right now. Gino's having a look. Oh, they're not lining up under center to give it to Genty. Genty's just in motion, standing next to him under shotgun. It's thrilling YouTubing right now. And no one can see what's going on. It's probably already happened because I'm on delayed. He's back to pass. He's looking for Bowers, and it got blocked. Game over. Hands up, boom, right into them.
Great. Another Feinberg.
Duval.
Oh, you got Feinberg. Raiders
I got
cover.
Feinberg. I think I'm like 5-7 this week, or 5 something like that.
If that's your bad week, that's not a bad week.
No, fair enough.
You didn't have the 1-12 week that completely tanks your season.
Oh, how did I do for Jeff? I assume poorly.
You went 9-5, actually.
But he was very annoyed. But he was very, very annoyed that you took Atlanta as your super lock against the Dolphins. He felt that was bad form because
the Dolphins showed up in the last 4.
He thought that was very bad form that you would pick against your team, and you did it as an emotional hedge. And I was like, well, I got it.
Still 9-5 though. I'm happy with that.
And now the Dolphins, the Bills just had an emotional victory against the Chiefs. Dolphins coming off a mini bye. It's a great spot to get them.
Oh, yeah.
Great spot. The spot game for Miami.
Well,
wait, does the like fired coach thing work for fired GMs too? Does that fire up the team?
Since you are the resident Dolphins fan here, aren't you? Like, I don't think Mike McDaniel's a bad coach. I don't think he's going to keep his job. He'll get fired at the end of the year.
I'm not so sure about that anymore. I think they are paving the way for a Mike McDaniel return if the new guy who they bring in kind of wants him.
Well, I think the thing that's odd with the dynamic in Miami right now is essentially you cannot get rid of Tua next season.
No,
you have to wait the year. But you could but you could draft someone and play them instead.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I do think I don't know what happens with McDaniel. I've always said that I think what will end up happening is the Dolphins will fire him, justified or not, and then he will have to become an offensive coordinator again. And he'll be one of the best offensive coordinators in the NFL when he doesn't have to have like the head coaching duties attached to that.
Yeah, if you're
so
new GM,
some team is going to benefit from him getting fired. Now, if they kept him, drafted a quarterback, and like had him around to sort of nurture and tutor this quarterback, I'd be okay with that too. But I do feel like a new GM is going to probably just want to clean house.
Like if it was to you and McDaniel was either going to get fired or the GM was going to get fired, I would have fired the GM too. He put it. It's a pretty terrible like the players suck.
Yeah, and you don't want him.
He's also one of the longest tenured GMs in the NFL, which makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah,
like if you had just asked someone like, "Hey, who are the 3 or 4 teams that have a GM that's been around for more than like 10 years?" You'd go like, "Oh, I don't know, like the Eagles, the Bills, teams that have been good the last decade." And it's like, no, the Dolphins too, for some reason. Who knows why?
Hey, they have 2 wins, okay?
They do. And multiple playoff appearances. But like, you don't want him even making the decisions around the trading deadline at this point.
Like, do you think that they trade Waddle?
I think the asking price is probably too high.
They said they said a first round pick, which is asinine. No one's giving him that.
Yeah. I think Phillips gets traded. That would make the most sense to me.
I hear the Eagles are in the market for him. Although San Francisco might
Yeah, they lost their
Michael
first round pick this week.
Williams?
Yeah, they just the
Tore his
hits
ACL today, so
the
they're
hits
just down more defensive linemen at this
just
point.
keep on coming.
Although to continue in the NFC, like they just kind of keep just cruising along.
Yeah, but they're in a division with 2 other excellent teams. So
Yeah, but they're like just even if they don't win the division, like they could win the NFC as a wild card team. They could.
they could, yeah, sure.
Like the NFC has broken itself off now to like 1, 2. Well, I guess the Lions lost today. They are currently tied with the Bears.
Yeah, okay.
In terms of
You're right,
record.
they are. And like the Panthers and Bears are both over 500, and like they're both mirages.
Well, the Bears are a different
Bears can
type of.
score.
What's that?
The Bears can score.
Yeah, the Bears can score points.
They can, and they did.
I still can't wrap my head around how negative 35 point differential Carolina is 5-4 with a quarterback who might as well be me out there.
And about to play New Orleans, and an excellent chance to be 6-4.
That is a big that's a take the Saints game with Shuck.
The Saints had been frisky for like a month, and they haven't been for like a month. So.
Their rush defense isn't bad. Even at the beginning of this game, the Rams tried to run the ball a bit. It wasn't really working. So Stafford's like, screw it, let's throw all over you. Carolina they don't have that option.
No.
That's like the nuclear option of let's just go over the top of this defense doesn't exist for them. It's
I also do think their defense isn't terrible. Like I think the Panthers have like I won't call it a great defense, but like an above average defense.
Okay.
Yeah. After being so abysmal a year ago. But it's just funny that they win this game after dropping 3-0 linemen to the Bills
Their
last
defense
week.
do have games. Like they shut out Atlanta. They kept Green Bay to 13 points. They have their moments, but they're bad.
Can you remember a team, Garion, like the Packers, who are, let's just call them the Survivor death team this year? The 3 times that you would have used Green Bay in Survivor. They lost to the Browns, they lost to the Panthers, and they tied the Cowboys and got eliminated.
Yeah, I saw they got Sealy. He was upset.
Well.
It's always tough.
I mean, he was able to avoid them this far. Eventually, the Packers
Sooner or later
drag you down to hell with them.
For everybody.
Other than that, like this is a big game for the Commanders are in the Texans spot. Like the Texans needed this win against the Broncos to not fall behind because the Jags ended up pulling this out against the Raiders, especially that they're just so far behind, even with the Colts loss. That's tough for them. If Washington loses tonight to Seattle,
They're in trouble.
I don't want to say it's over for them,
But it's close.
It's pretty close to
That'd
over
be their
for them.
6th loss, right?
And Daniels clearly isn't healthy.
No. This is a must-have, and I don't think they're going to have it.
So how would you power rank the NFC teams right now, Garion? Like, where does Philly stand in all this to you?
So let's see. Philly's interesting just because I do think they are, as we've said before, like they're sort of this year's Chiefs, where I don't want to put too much stock into how they're performing week to week in the regular season, just because I think they're on cruise control. And I do think they can flip that switch. But I would say that right now, I think you're right, Pat. I think the Rams would have to be your number 1 team in the NFC. I mean, yeah, I'd probably have the Eagles after that.
I would too.
Do not, I
And then
mean,
I
you had
think you're
Detroit.
then looking at like that sort of Buccaneers, Lions, Packers sort of like trio.
It's funny
I
because
think I'd line those 5 up in that way, but I'd have Seattle right in that mix with them.
Oh, true. Seattle. My apologies.
to me, it's like Philly, Packers, Lions, Rams, Seahawks, Niners. I just feel like the Bucks are fool's gold. I really do.
Yeah, but somebody has to come up and catch them.
Yes, I understand that. Like they're gonna go to the playoffs.
So if we've, but
I'm not talking about playoff seeds. I'm talking about like who the actual best teams
they're
are.
there.
Yeah.
They've won some good games this year, and they've played good football. They're there. They're in the top 7, any which way you want to slice it.
They're in the top 7, but like they're not. Like if it was Packers Bucks tomorrow, it's a game the Bucks could win. I think the Packers.
God,
are
I think I
favored.
might pick the Buccaneers. Actually,
You might pick
no
the
trust
Buccaneers.
in Tampa and Green Bay. I would line them up. I line them up. Rams 1, Eagles 2,
Lions 3.
I
Even
think
after
Lions
their loss?
3 still.
Lions
I think
3,
still
Seahawks 4, Buccaneers 5. Who am I missing?
Packers, Seahawks, 49ers.
Packers 6, 49ers 7. That's how I'm lining them up. And I don't see which of those 7 teams doesn't make the postseason.
But also, what version of the 49ers are we talking about? Because if they get like Purdy back,
They're
would
even
that,
better.
would that change your perspective that much?
No,
or-
maybe they could hop to 6, but like those 7 teams, I think, are like a significant cut above any of the chasers. Like you have to.
Where do the Vikings stand in this? Because I mean, there's a guy in the chat who said that JJ McCarthy looked legit.
He did.
I wouldn't
He
go.
did.
I wouldn't go that
He
far.
did look legit today.
He looked fine.
He had.
Like,
he
he
looks
wasn't-
better
he
than Carson Wentz.
Yes, he wasn't bad today. But to say he looked legit is like pressing it a little.
He played
bit.
really well today in a high pressure spot as a pretty big underdog. So
I would
On
say
the
that
road.
their defense won them that game. Like
Yes.
McCarthy played good enough to win.
Yeah, but he also had to make the clutch throw at the end of the game and nailed it.
And he made it. It was a beautiful back shoulder
Yeah.
throw to Naylor where only he could catch it. First down, end the game. He played good.
The Vikings are a team that could chase them down. But again,
They could also finish behind the
the way
Bears.
this works is you need to tell me which of those 7 teams falls out before you can put anybody else in there.
The team that's most likely to fall out is the 49ers, just because they
The
will
injuries.
lose a critical player every single week.
And they
at
still
some
have to
point.
play the Rams again. They still have to play the Seahawks again. They still have, I'm sure, other tough games on the docket too.
And there might be just a stupid team that gets in. Like if Dallas wins tomorrow night, they're not dead.
Dallas is close.
Well,
to
what's
it.
Da-
the
Dallas-
rest of the Panthers' schedule like? Because there is always that one team who just has like the easiest possible schedule
but-
because they were horrendous last season. And
Let's
plus,
see.
with their division, like,
Like,
you're just
did
getting
they
a
get to
bunch
their
of
win
winnable
total
games.
today?
I do have them to win this division.
But did they get to their win
No,
totals today?
they
What
are 6.5.
They really?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
1 and
enough.
2, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. There were some people that actually were bullish on that.
They actually have a very tough schedule the rest of the year. They
Oh,
do get the Saints twice, but they have the Falcons, Niners, Rams, Bucks, and Seahawks as their other games, and Bucks again. Yeah, that's not good for Carolina.
Yeah, there's like 2. If they won 2 of those games, that would be reasonable to expect, and that only gets you to 7 wins. So
Yeah, and
they're
the-
not really a competitor.
The Bears are kind of the same way that, they have the Giants next week, which is a very losable game for them. Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers, Browns. I mean, the Browns is probably a losable game for them as well. Like it feels like they could both beat and lose.
So this is what I mean. So I think Carolina and Chicago are not legit chasers.
So-
what does the Vikings look like?
The rest of the Vikings schedule is Ravens, Bears, Packers, Seahawks, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants, Lions, Packers. That's not so easy either.
That's easier than the other two, but still not easy. So like I go back to saying I don't think any of these, because there's no one else. I just don't. I mean, give me, I suppose, Dallas' schedule if you'd like. That'd be the only other team that could like legit make a run here.
So Cardinals, Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders,
No,
Giants.
sorry, that's it. We've got our 7.
What about the Commanders? With Jaden Daniels back.
If the Commanders win tonight,
Yes,
and it gets
exactly.
them to 4 and
Yeah.
6.
4
That-
and 5.
Uh, 4 and 5. Yeah, sorry, they would go to 4 and 5. They go Lions, Dolphins, Broncos, Vikings, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles. Like they have
They
to,
have a chance.
they have to win some division.
They have a
games.
chance, but like I stand with my point. I think we have our 7, and it's going to take something pretty unexpected for one of those 7 not to be there in January. And maybe one will fall out. It's the NFL. Bottoms fall out of teams all the time. But I feel like there's a better than 50% chance that the 7 top teams that we mentioned are the 7 that line up in some order in January.
Or any of these teams like have a defense to any of them. You could argue that the Vikings have a defense every second week.
I was gonna say
Like-
it disappears so often, which is really frustrating.
Yeah, well, even like they were just all over Jared Goff. But
Yeah.
yet they weren't all over Justin Herbert with like no offensive line 10
Well,
days
that's the
ago.
thing.
Yeah.
I remember I picked the Vikings in that game specifically because I was like, oh, they'll probably be in the backfield all night.
What
And
are
they
the
had 0
AFC
pressure. on them,
West
so I don't really
of-
understand.
They probably haven't updated them yet. I'm curious what the divisional odds in the AFC West are now.
We can take a look at that. You know what? We'll go to break. We'll come back. You'll eat. We'll talk some Sunday Night Football. We'll
Yay.
talk about the AFC. But first, buy a mattress, okay? Thanks. You know how much time I spend researching bets and lineups and shows and getting everything ready for you? So when it's actually time to sleep, I need it to count. That's why I switched to a Helix mattress. And honestly, game changer. I have Helix mattresses all over my house. My wife and I have one. The guest room has one. My kids have one. I got a kid on the way. And eventually, they're going to have one too. Even Jared over at the studio, living there, I got him a Helix mattress as well. Populated with Helix. You need to do it too. I used to wake up with a stiff back and night sweats. Now I just sleep through the night. No tossing around, no overheating. It's just comfortable and supportive. I took their quiz, I tailored it to myself, and boom, I got exactly what I needed from the mattress I deserve. I think you deserve a nice one too. So go to helixsleep.com/Mayo for 27% off and exclusive to Pat Mayo Experience listeners. That's helixsleep.com/Mayo for 27% off. Make sure to enter my show name after checkout so they know I sent you. helixsleep.com/Mayo. You know that moment before the night out when you're excited but also thinking, tomorrow might be rough. Yeah, I've been there. Sure have. And that's why I've started using pre-alcohol from Z-Biotics. Total game changer. Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic, built by PhD scientists to tackle those tough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol creates an unwanted byproduct in your gut, and that's what makes it hard the next day.
pre-alcohol is designed to break down that byproduct. Now, I drink pre-alcohol as my first drink of the night, and the next morning, good to go. So if you want to enjoy every day, head to zbiotics.com/PatMayo and use code PatMayo for 15% off your first order. And it's backed by a 100% money-back guarantee. So there's no risk, only better mornings.
You ever have a rough night, pal?
Yeah.
Hey, Pat, do you accept any sponsorships that aren't game changers?
No, if you are not in the game-changing business, you cannot advertise on the PME. Cam was all in on that ad, Gary, and he heard it during the live show like 2 weeks ago. He's like, I need some of this stuff right now.
He brought it up again this week.
Someone in the chat asks, you can participate in the chat if you're a sub to Mayo Media Network. Turn on your notifications too, because sometimes your show gets rated R and you need to be logged in a sub in order to watch it. Thanks, Cam, for that one. The lowest viewed show in the history of that program.
Guess it's not going to do better numbers in the spread pick show now.
No, most definitely not.
I thought it was just rated R because he picked the Bucks in the fastest minute.
I know. I actually read up on it. I read the YouTube compliance guide. Why is this show banned both algorithmically? Why do you need to sign in and be 18 years old in order to watch it? It's because Cam was talking about just ripping online slots while he had been drinking. Gambling advertising, which is all this show is. Never been dinged before. But Cam talking about his online slots was one thing. Although, Jared, someone in the chat did ask, wait, Jared lives at the studio? You do live at this? That's part of working for the PME. You got to live in the studio. You got to live the life.
Live in the studio. I'm all about it. Good time. 2-minute walk to work.
Yeah. 2 minutes would be rough for you.
Sorry, I meant to say 2 seconds.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Quite nice.
Is how we're doing here. All right, what do we got? We got some DQ.
I see that.
It's a FlameThrower burger.
Ooh. Oh no, is this spicy?
I don't know. Jared's the only one who's had it.
It's really good, Tim. I think you're going to enjoy it. Wow, I didn't know that's what it was. It's great.
Do I think a flamethrower is spicy?
Do you have the ratings?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So hit us with the ratings so far.
Tim is making quite a racket.
Oh, Tim, before you eat, who's not scoring the first touchdown tonight?
JCN.
Okay.
This is bad news, Garion, because I have a 7-leg, 6-leg, and 5-leg underdog. I hit the 2, the 3, the 4 already, but I tied JCM under rushing yards and Torrey Horton over 2.5 receptions to it. If both those things happen, he goes under 45.5 rushing yards and Torrey Horton gets 3 or more catches, I win $8,000. So I'm very excited for, something to him to break off a big run on the first go. How is it?
The second bite, there was just juice just running down his arm.
Well, good thing he's wearing a catch-all sweater. Wipe that shit right
Also,
out.
when I said you look dapper, I hadn't noticed that your undershirt wasn't a dress shirt. It's just an Under Armour polo shirt.
It's a golf shirt.
Yeah.
Cust loves a golf shirt.
Ugh.
Does everyone at your work dress like that? Pair of jeans and golf shirt? Golf shirts aplenty, right? I haven't been in a corporate environment for a while.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, it's funny. Someone in the chat is saying that we need Arby's steak nuggets review.
Mm.
Oh, I'm surprised you guys haven't done those yet.
Tim has been ranting about them all day about how good these steak nuggets look. The only Arby's is approximately 90 minutes away from us.
That's there's not even an Arby's in downtown Toronto or the limits of Toronto. I think you have to head to the GTA if you want to get them. So I guess they're not that popular here.
Oh, someone is asking what the pin Tim was wearing is. I mean, only Canadians know what that is. It's a poppy. You wear it for Remembrance Day.
That's only a Canada thing?
Well, it's not. It's not a U.S. thing.
Oh.
Was it a Commonwealth thing? UK as well.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for the UK and Canada.
Do we want the ratings?
Yeah. So hit us with the ratings so far.
Yeah, okay. So we got Pickle Burger 5.5, Wendy's Meal of Misfortune 7.7, Five Guys Hot Dog 9.9, best of the actually not best of the lot, that's to come. Veggie Delight 6.5, Jack-o'-lantern Whopper Combo 8.9, A&W Masala Burger 8.7, Popeye Spicy Chicken 7.7, and Jell-O with Gummy Bears was a 10.
So wait, had you just never had Popeye's spicy chicken before?
He definitely had not.
Oh.
He can't eat. How many patties are on that? 2 or 3? 2? There was a 3 option. I thought I'd give you just the 2. It's almost gone. I think the under is going to win tonight on this one. Anything you like in this game. Obviously, I like, and gone. She gone. I do like Torrey Horton over 2.5 catches. And I like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt under rushing yardage. But
I was going to say, my lean would just be JCM unders across the board. Like, even if you want to do like scrimmage yards or total yards, like he's just not involved in the passing game at all. Oh my goodness. Drink that water, girl.
Sip up, beauty. Like
Arroyo's queen. Chug.
I mean, Arroyo and Barner are interesting for first touchdown plays, but I bet you their odds are just god awful. So we need a rating here.
No.
Have you taken a breath yet?
9.7.
9.7. Wow.
So I'm to understand you normally don't like spicy, right, Tim?
No, that's not too spicy.
Okay.
There's just a mild tingle there. It's actually quite delicious.
I assume it's just their flamethrower dipping sauce on a burger.
I do believe so. Like there's a touch of spice, but like no, we didn't have a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
Chicken sandwich?
We had the ghost pepper chicken sandwich, and Cam and I, in tandem, were eating it on the live show, and both of us were feeling the spice. Oh, Cam's like a competitive eater. I'm not going to beat Cam. Even he said on the show he used to be a competitive eater. He did.
Okay, and did you hear what he said after that? You didn't listen to anything after that, did you?
No,
that he used to eat against people in the score office. That's not a competitive eater.
I think
he lost to some skinny kid.
No, he said he like went to bars and he like would eat.
Yeah, when he hosted the fucking Shoeless Joe thing.
Stuff, but
yeah, he did like wing
No,
contests.
it's when he would host at Shoeless Joe's, people would like come up and eat wings with him.
Oh.
You don't listen.
Anyway,
ever.
He and I both noted that the ghost pepper was very spicy. However, this one had, pardon me, a touch of spice, but it wasn't too much. The cheese was nice. The lettuce was nice. The bun was nice. That was a great burger. That was a mighty tasty burger. To quote Samuel L. Jackson, a mighty tasty burger. I was a fan of that. I was surprised. I didn't know it was coming. Yeah, the snake. See, I couldn't participate because I was eating. The steak nuggets look so good. Oh my goodness, they look phenomenal, Garion. You get that and some curly fries and some horsey sauce for dipping. You are in business.
I mean, I'm not against curly fries and horsey sauce. Oh, I don't know. Like, what are they supposed to be rare?
Look,
like,
I don't know.
What when you bite into a steak nugget, what are you expecting to see?
It is meat, and I don't know if you know this, but Arby's slogan is, "We have the meats."
You're going over the meat.
If it comes to something meat centric, I trust Arby's kitchen on this one. I think they look really tasty. Now, obviously, like you said, that's advertising. As if I'm 6 and I don't know what's on advertising. Of course, it's a commercial.
Every commercial you see, you're like, that looks like the best thing ever. It's like, of course it fucking does. It's in a highly produced commercial.
That Montana steak.
Yeah, that Montana steak looks really good. When you get it in front of you, you're like, what the fuck is this?
It looked really good.
When you get a Big Mac, the Big Mac in the commercial does not really resemble reality now, does it?
No, it doesn't. But I know it's an advertisement. Like you're telling me.
And you're like, it looks so good. What do you think that these fucking nuggets look like in real life? They look like shriveled. They're probably like burnt.
No, I don't think so. They'd be like good sized cubes with a good char on them.
Do you think they're rubbery though?
They're like in the burnt ends family.
I like
right?
burnt ends.
That's almost. I know. Well, yeah, when you get them at like a good barbecue restaurant, not at Arby's.
Again, I didn't realize you were so anti Arby's.
Arby's
Again,
kind of
it's
sucks.
not like a restaurant I've grown up with.
Yeah,
They're
Arby's
just
also
not really
sucks. Don't forget that.
It doesn't though.
If Arby's was even halfway good, there'd be a whole lot more of them, and they wouldn't be relegated to the middle of nowhere.
Well, that's a fair point. But they are good, and I like their curly fries, and I like their horsey
Once
sauce.
again, you like everything.
Not everything.
You were going on today on the live stream that we do watching Red Zone about how canned chili is really good.
Stag chili, which is the chili that chili lovers love, is actually really good. I will defend that.
I like that you take slogans as if they're gospel.
Well, but it's
Like,
I mean,
they wouldn't
I'm
be
a
allowed
chili
to say
lover.
this if it wasn't true.
I'm a chili lover, and I love stag chili.
We have one review.
I like the Silverado one.
We have the one review from Connor who says the steak nuggets are vile.
Well, it's possible he got a bad batch.
It's possible that he has taste and you just have no taste.
Wow, we won't find out because it's forever away. But
maybe that's what you can do next week. You could drive to Arby's.
Yeah,
we could live stream the show of us driving to Arby's in Bridgewater.
I would just be asleep in the car.
You would be, yeah. Cust fell asleep on the plane, Garion, like when we flew up to Toronto. I went back to go use the bathroom, and he's just hanging open mouth trout. Good thing it wasn't raining because he would have drowned. He was just like this. He said he fell asleep before the flight started and woke up when it landed.
That did happen.
That's great.
That did happen.
That's like, I can't remember now. I've done
I
that
didn't get a
flight.
chance to
Like,
play
what,
my
3
Angry
hours?
Birds. I like to play Angry Birds on the touchscreen.
Hot Soup says that they taste like beef jerky.
Turkey is
Yeah,
good.
I can believe.
I don't think that you want to go to a fast food place with nuggets that taste like beef
I'm not
jerky.
going to lie to you. If I went and I saw they had steak nuggets on the menu, I'd want to try the steak. Dip them in some sauce.
You see that, Pat?
What?
Josh Allen, fresh off a win against the Chiefs, is in the chat.
Is he?
Incredible.
Excellent stuff.
Imagine.
I am happy to see that. I mean, why wouldn't he? What else is he
Why
doing? What are you
wouldn't
doing
he?
in
Why
Buffalo?
would
It
he
takes a
not
while
be?
to get out of the Ralph. Actually, it doesn't. Getting out of the Ralph is usually pretty easy.
Not in rush hour. Like not if everyone's leaving
It's
at the
like
same
that one
time.
road. It sucks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
but you-
it's
but
like
you-
Foxborough.
Yeah, but it's not though, because you have the one road to get out that you can turn, like you go to the Walmart, then you like turn right. But you can park on people's lawns. It's not like everyone.
True.
Part of the problem of getting out of parking lots is the actual parking lot themselves. They have to wait for people to pull out of their spaces. Then you get stuck. At least in Buffalo, everyone's just kind of like parked and ready to go.
There's only one road. Whirlpool.
There is a Del Taco at the end of it, so you know.
The Whirlpool is
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls. It just goes around the town, and everything is closed on Whirlpool Drive except for the Seneca Casino.
And that McDonald's where we got the McRib and it wasn't very good.
AFC. Bills win. Patriots win to stay
Mhm.
ahead of the Bills. Actually, that was a somewhat impressive Patriots win. They did not have anything close to their best stuff.
No.
And Atlanted on them, and that was it.
Missed the extra point. But yeah, Atlanta were who they were. And the Patriots kind of showed who they are. They're a legit contender in the AFC. Wouldn't put them as the favorites by any means. I would still pick Buffalo against them in a one-game playoff game, or the Chiefs or the Chargers or maybe the Broncos. I don't know. The Broncos have like a real glaring problem, and it's their quarterback.
Is it?
And so that will
but you know
hold
what?
them back.
As bad as he plays during these games, when asked to make a play to win a game, he seems to make it every time.
I know, but like he has yet to win over my confidence. Yeah, all those other teams have quarterbacks that like you can trust. You can trust Josh Allen. You can trust Patrick Mahomes. You can trust Drake May at this point. You can trust Justin Herbert.
You don't trust.
You can trust Lamar if the Ravens manage to wend their way in.
Do you think they'll get in?
Yes.
I think they will too.
I think it's still likelier than not because again, how did the Steelers win today? The same way they beat the Patriots, by getting 1 million turnovers.
That was as someone with money on the Colts, Gary, and that was the most frustrating game I can remember watching in some time. That I had money on. I had money on the Bears today too, which eventually worked itself
You
out.
deserved it, and then
Yeah, you deserved it. I shouldn't have got it. Then I got it back in the end, so that was okay. But it's
I would say
hard
it was
to
a peak Mike Tomlin win, but there are probably too many points scored in the game for it to be like that quintessential Steelers win. That
Yeah.
feels like a 16-13 type game for the Steelers. Generally,
Rodgers
speaking,
was
but
was yelling at his receivers again as he came off the field, which made me happy.
He just likes doing that.
I'm very much
Well,
looking forward.
Wait, who is it's not Cedric Wilson. Why can't I think of his first name?
Calvin Austin.
Calvin Austin.
No. The guy who fumbled for the Steelers on that, right after the onside kick by trying to jump over 3 guys.
Roman Wilson.
Roman Wilson. What was that guy doing? He should have gotten yelled at.
I'm looking for. I don't think they play until like week 16. I think they play week 16 and week 18. The Steelers and Ravens. I'm very much looking forward to those games because, even though I think the Ravens are the better team, like the Steelers might only have to steal 1 of 2 to win the division.
It's true. And if they keep having this is what the third time this year they've had one of these just giant turnover games. And they were probably they played great D and pressured Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones under pressure. I think that he was taking. I saw the stat pop up. And the past 2 weeks, Daniel Jones, pressure to sack rate, it was 33% today. It was 27% last week. It was not in the double digits for any other game, that he was just getting rid of the ball quickly, efficiently, and before the game. The keys to the game, Tim, as they said on the broadcast, keep doing what you do, is what the Colts needed to do. You know what they didn't do today? Keep doing what they were doing. They did not do that.
They
Should've kept trying to
misplaced the
win.
key.
They were winning so much when they were playing winning football. They should have kept doing that.
I mean, the two things I would say about the game is Pittsburgh's D won it for them, and the Colts just not using Jonathan Taylor at all.
The weird game
was really strange.
They were totally out of sorts.
Because it's not like Pittsburgh did anything offensively. Here's a question. How many yards did Aaron Rodgers throw for today?
Oh, boy. I bet you he didn't crack 200. I'll say 165.
203, actually.
Okay, 203.
Jalen Warren was the leading rusher, 16 carries, 31 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
No one else had more than 4 rushing yards in the game. No
DK
receiver had more than
6
what's
yards receiving.
Say that again.
DK had like 6 yards receiving, I think. something
6
along
yards,
those
two for 6.
Wow.
But 5 turnovers. Daniel Jones personally turned it over 5 times.
He had a bad game. He had a really bad game. Bad games can happen.
I think this is good for the Colts because this was the Darnold problem last year for the Vikings, is that he didn't get his bad game out of the way until it was too late, and then he didn't have time to rebound from it. So maybe this puts Daniel Jones into like a tailspin.
I suspect next week you'll see a significant amount more running because I mean I'm sure the turf in Olympic Stadium in Berlin is going to be grass and like be difficult to run on, or sorry to pass on. Like the gripping won't be great, so they're gonna be running the ball a lot more in that game. I'd imagine.
Yeah, the Falcons.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone feeling good about their Falcons to win the division?
I'm feeling really good about the fact that I feel like I got the Falcons case now.
Yeah, they
Like
covered.
for the last
they
month
covered
or
for
so,
us.
I've picked them exactly the right way every time.
They even covered in the best way possible, where like they handed us the cover.
Like they're gonna get a pretty big number in Berlin.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
They're gonna get a pretty big number in Berlin.
We'll see when we guess the spreads now, won't we?
The Falcons are gonna be right in the wheelhouse of teams I'm gonna want.
We'll see about that. Just the Colts getting beat the way they did against a subpar Steelers team. So if you had to power rank, Gary, in the AFC teams, we just did this with the NFC. Weirdly, I still think that the AFC goes through the Chiefs. Like they are the team that you do not want to see
That's a separate point.
in December. Like they are the best team.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the best team. I don't know who
They,
is.
they had looked a lot better. Like I don't want to put way too much stock into losing to the Bills in Buffalo. Because they had looked better the last couple of weeks. Like the offense had come alive, and that was something we've been asking for a long time. It's just like, hey, go back to the version of the Chiefs that scores like 30 points in a game. Just prove you can do it. And they've done it a couple times this season. Rashee Rice has looked fantastic. I would say though, after today, you have to. I mean, I know it's like putting Buffalo up there is funny because then it's just like, well, are you really going to take Buffalo against Kansas City in the playoffs? But right now, it's probably Buffalo for me, then Kansas City, then Denver. Then
I think the Patriots would beat Denver.
I do too.
yeah, that's close. I guess.
I think the
Maybe, you know
Chargers
what? Maybe
would,
even just having the Ravens at 3. Because honestly, the
No,
Ravens.
This is where I was going to go with
No,
this.
I don't agree.
It's
I think the
like-
Ravens are the third best team. In the
I
AFC.
don't agree yet.
I think-
That's
Right
in
now,
my
they
opinion. That's
come
pure
out of it,
speculation.
They're in Minnesota. That's a tough game next week, depending on
Mhm.
how you feel about the Vikings. But if they win that game,
Purple on
they've got
purple
the Browns,
violence.
they've got the Jets, they've got the Bengals. Like
Yeah,
there's
but-
a very reasonable chance by the time they go into that first matchup with the Steelers, which is the week after that, that game could be like for the division lead.
Look, I agree with you, but I'm not here to contend that they're worse or better than Pitt. They are better than Pittsburgh.
Well, that's the question.
But like, if they were to play the Patriots in a playoff game right now, I would probably take New England.
I would
If
not.
they were playing the Bills, I'd take the Bills. They're the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Chargers, but not the Broncos. To me, I still think the Broncos, because of that massive problem at quarterback, holds that, in my opinion, holds them back a little bit. How do I rank those teams? I don't know, because I don't know how I can, in good conscience, rank the Bills ahead of the Patriots. I'm not sure what the Bills do better. I'm not sure what the Bills are better at than the Patriots right now.
They have Josh Allen.
Yeah, but you know what? Drake May is playing like 90% of
That's
that
fine.
and has beat them already. So like,
it's tough to go into the playoffs and be like, hey, Drake May, you've never been here before. Make us a play. Where
What?
Josh Allen's throwing like flick passes.
so I
over
guess
people's heads.
I'd rank him then, but we'll have to put Indy 1 still.
What?
We'll still
Why?
put
You don't
Indy at
have
1.
to.
I think I'll put Indy 1 still, because I think the AFC playoffs are
Wait,
going to have to.
you're basing
not
this
saying
argument on
seeding.
quarterback.
No, no,
play.
I'm like, I'm power ranking.
It's starting Daniel
So-
Jones is
so
your
you-
number one.
So you think that the
I think-
best team in the AFC right now is the Colts?
I think they have the fewest holes of any team.
Well, they all of a sudden can't block.
They had a
That's
bad
an
game.
issue.
They had a bad game.
They've had 2 bad games in a row now.
Colts, Bills, Chiefs, Patriots, Chargers, Broncos. Then I guess I have one more open spot, and that goes to. Is that 7 or is that 6? Sorry.
That's
Colts.
6.
Okay,
You haven't named an AFC North team yet.
Okay, so then the winner of the AFC North. Now, I do think it will be Baltimore, but if it's Pittsburgh, that's fine too. Baltimore.
I think I
fine.
just have the Ravens at 3. Honestly, like
I don't think they weren't good that great before Lamar got hurt.
Yeah, but they also didn't have a defense, and now their defense has gotten healthy, and now
and they played the
they've
Dolphins.
limited the Rams to 17 points. That was without Lamar. They beat the Bears,
Yeah.
a team that scores a ton of points. They limited them.
I
They
get it.
basically shut out.
Look, I don't
Miami.
want to be anti-Baltimore. I like the Ravens. I like Lamar. I think it would be
Seems
a
like
great
you hate
story.
Lamar. What happened to this?
Please.
Lamar's the greatest player on earth.
Lamar is a fantastic player. I'm a huge fan. But I
Such a
think,
big fan.
I think the Colts and the Patriots are playing much better than people want to give them their due for, and are just kind of being overlooked. And they're no worse, if not better. They're on par with these Bills and Chiefs.
Jared,
They just are.
Do me a favor. Look up the quarterbacks that the Colts have beaten because it is a sorry list. It's a sorry list.
So the Colts have beaten Tua,
Mm-hmm.
Hall of Famer.
Starting strong.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, who you just said sucks.
Yeah, I think so.
Cam Ward lost to Matt Stafford. Should have won that game. They lost to Matt Stafford. Geno Picks, Jacoby Brissett. They beat up on Justin Herbert, and then Cam Ward, and then Aaron Rodgers. They lost to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So they've only beaten Justin Herbert of good quarterbacks.
That's fair. But I still think top to bottom, they're the most complete team.
I don't think they excel at any one thing besides their offensive efficiency. Like, they have the best running back, but as we know, that doesn't matter.
They can score points. They didn't have 5 friggin' turnovers today. They would have won the game easily.
I agree. That's why I bet
But
on
they
them
had
to-
all the turnovers.
I bet on them to cover the game.
Yeah, like-
and Daniel Jones threw for almost 400
what
yards.
it required for them to lose in a game was they had to have 6 turnovers.
But when you have
That
Daniel
is-
Jones at your quarterback, you always feel like that's in the back of your head. Because he
Also,
does this.
moving the ball against the Steelers is not exactly something you should get credit for. Like
Moving
Steelers
the
have been
ball against
atrocious
the Bills, moving the ball against the Ravens is not that difficult.
I think we're going to see a different Raven. We've seen a different Ravens defense
We will
since
see.
they've gotten healthy.
They're a wild card. I grant you that. I will absolutely grant you that. But Indianapolis and New England are in the top 4 right now of the AFC. I will not order. I won't stand for any other ordering.
I
would
would
have
have
one of 3 and 4.
I believe in New England more than I believe in Indianapolis.
Okay. I respect that, I don't agree, but I respect that.
It's funny. I have Kansas City and Baltimore ranked as 1 and 3, and neither one of them are in the playoffs right now
No.
because the Jags just passed.
The
Kansas City.
Chiefs have tough games coming up. Like the Chiefs,
Yeah, the Chiefs will get
they'll
there.
be fine. But like if they drop the next 2 games to the Broncos and Colts,
Then just better odds to bet them to win the Super Bowl
then they got to dig up.
because they are still favored. I think.
Oh, that's something I wish I had done this week. I was just staring at Lamar Jackson 100-1 to win NFL MVP.
I don't think he'll have played enough games. Honestly,
I know, but I think if he comes back and they just don't lose again,
Yeah.
there was a window there where 100-1 felt like a good number to me.
Yeah, he's 30-1 right now.
Oh, I could have had all that vig.
I don't know who the favorite should be right now because it can't be Mahomes.
Allen's the favorite.
That's understandable. I get it.
I believe it's Allen, Mahomes, May.
Yeah.
It's Allen plus 190, Mahomes 3-1, May 450. Stafford bumped up to 6-1.
And what's Darnold at?
Darnold?
Got to be close.
No, it's not.
He's gotta be really close.
50-1. He's behind Dak.
Yeah.
As I continue to tell you, no matter how many games Seattle wins, Mike McDonald will get credit for Coach of the Year, and the defense will get credit for everything else.
they can get themselves ahead of the Rams and catapult themselves, and Darnold plays well, maybe he has to lose.
It's
I feel
not.
like JSN
No.
has a better chance of winning MVP than
Can
Darnold does.
can you envision a scenario where Darnold this year wins MVP, Garion?
No, like I said, I think JSN would end up getting the credit.
Yeah,
somehow
because
before Darnold.
they're exactly like Indy, but in the NFC.
I'm very nervous about JSN.
Yeah, Tim just traded for JSN, our big key.
This
That
is
was his
true.
big move. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, he's behind Dak right now.
I think that's crazy.
And Lamar. He's behind Lamar. He's like in the same range as Aaron Rodgers.
I think that's silly, but we'll see.
You have to understand who they're giving
No,
credit.
I do. I understand.
But you're saying that he'd be crazy if he wasn't number 5. Like, who do you think is more the MVP right now, Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield?
Sam Darnold.
It's Baker Mayfield.
No.
Who does more for his team than Sam Darnold does?
I'm not convinced that's true. I'm not convinced that's true.
Why? You're just saying I'm not convinced that's true. Why are you not convinced that's true?
Darnold doesn't have a whole lot to play with outside of JSN, and like his efficiency this season is off the charts.
They have an elite defense. They have a great running game, and they have a top end receiver.
His passing percentage is unbelievable.
Look,
So
I'm
two
not-
is
I'm
was
not
two
arguing
at
with
one
that
point.
aspect. Like I believe coming into the week, he led the NFL in EPA per dropback,
There
which is
you have it.
fantastic. Like I don't want to take that away from him, but like it's a narrative based award, and he's just not getting that momentum.
Half a season to go.
Like, there's no real difference between what he's doing and what Daniel Jones is doing, except Daniel Jones has more counting numbers.
It's true, actually.
I don't.
Like, he's second in EPA per play. He's not winning MVP. He has his running back has a better chance of winning MVP than he does, and he's not winning.
Okay.
Do you not agree with this? Like how awards are given out?
I just like when that's such a soft and empty top of the board to me. Like none of those guys are head and shoulders above anybody. That somebody who is a little bit further back has got a fantastic case. If they
You're not
shine,
wrong that this feels like the most open it's been.
it's totally
at this
open
point in
to
the season.
discount anybody who's on a top tier team who's at quarterback. I think is silly, but that's my opinion.
But you need to be able to put it on them as they are the reason why the team is good.
Yeah, and I think if the Seahawks finish like 13-4 or 14-3,
I don't think Darnold would get the
he
credit.
will be the reason.
Like, no one's
and he alone will be the reason.
You think that he and he alone, if they finished 13-4 and won the division, that he would be?
He is by far the most important reason as to why that happened.
Highly disagree. And I highly disagree that that's where the narrative would be. You might be right that he would be the reason for that, but I don't think that anyone would give him credit for doing that. It's just like if the Colts finish 14-3, no one's going to be like, man, good thing they got Daniel Jones to be MVP. It's like, oh, good thing they have a good coach and a good running back and a complete overall team. That's how it gets looked at.
I feel like standalone games helping this as well.
There are.
Like the narrative
Like
stuff,
tonight,
right? He has those statement wins.
If Darnold throws 5 touchdowns tonight, he goes from 50-1 to 20-1.
100%.
Yeah, that was my point.
Pretty close to Halloween. You know what comes out at Halloween?
The ghosts.
Oh.
Imagine if he got haunted tonight after you're talking him up as MVP.
Shouldn't have been doing this. Something's going to happen now. Oh, dear.
And JJ McCarthy coming back, looking good.
Yeah, he did look good. I give him full,
Elite JJ?
look, I give him full props. I thought he looked good today. I thought if you're a Vikings fan, you can breathe a slight bit easier in the sense that there was some real potential there. He played pretty good football.
And Joe says Darnold and JSN both getting carted off on the same play tonight. They'll run into each other.
There was that moment in the Colts game where Jones was getting sacked and he fell on top of Jonathan Taylor. And for half a second, I was like, oh God, they both might be hurt.
That's what
we're looking at tonight.
That would be terrible.
Collisions are not good things.
Well, we are going to guess some spreads the way that we're doing it. But first, Jared, let's take a quick break so we can get set up in here. Somewhat surprisingly, I actually take tailgating very seriously. Grill fired up, cooler packed, and yeah, I'm the guy everyone counts on for the food. Whether that's my home barbecues, birthdays, tailgating, doesn't matter what it is, Pat Mayo is always relied upon for bringing the food. That's why I go with Omaha Steaks, the official sponsor of tailgating. They've been America's original butcher for over a century, and everything they send is top-notch, perfectly aged steaks, juicy burgers, those thick, deli-style franks, all delivered directly to your door. I tossed the ribeyes on the grill last weekend. Crazy tender, amazing flavor, and you can taste the quality. There's no off-season for flavor here. Make your next game day delicious with Omaha Steaks. Just head to omahasteaks.com and use promo code MAYO at checkout for $35 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com. Promo code MAYO. Terms apply. See site for details. For over a century, Johnnie Walker has shared its bold spirit with the game of golf. Now, crafted with Devereux Golf, Johnnie Walker introduces the Johnnie Walker Blue Label-inspired Sunday Golf Bag, elevating the game with sleek design, Blue Label hues, and refined gold accents. Celebrate your hole-in-one with a premium Sunday bag crafted by Devereux Golf. Submit proof of your achievement to johnniewalker.com/blue-in-1. Please drink responsibly. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. The days are getting shorter and it's easy to feel like the world's getting a little darker, too. This time of year can be tough, especially when life gets busy. So BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on your friends, reconnect with family, or grab a coffee with someone from your team or a friend that you haven't seen in a while. Just like sending that first message, starting therapy can feel hard, but taking that step is almost always worth it. You might even find yourself wondering, why didn't I do this sooner? With over 30,000 licensed therapists and more than 5 million people served, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms. They help you match with a therapist based on your needs so you can focus on your goals, not the search. If the fit's not right, you can switch anytime. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easy to take that first step. My listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PatMayo. That's BetterHelp.com/PatMayo. Reach out, connect, and remember, you're not alone. You didn't know I love tailgating?
I didn't realize that.
Hey, Tim.
Well, you know you for like almost 20
sounds like
years.
it's not just Arby's that has the meats.
Agreed. Omaha Steaks has the meats clearly as well.
No, Pat Mayo has the meats in the cooler.
I got the meats. You need me. Who always brings the food? Except for Tim Butt sometimes when he makes it at his house and brings it over. It's usually me supplying the food.
I don't disagree with
omahasteaks.com. Get it in you, pal.
It did look good.
Have some tailgating.
It looked good. It looked good.
I will be live tomorrow at 10:45 a.m. Eastern time for the Monday Night Football prop draft. with Noonan and Connor Allen. And I will be having a golf show with Keith Stewart tomorrow, too, where PJ's back. 3 more tournaments. JJ Spawn's playing this week. Woo! Hold on to your hats.
Oh, my goodness.
Fairways are 60 yards wide, Garion.
Oh,
You can hit those.
you know what? I'm pretty good with my driver.
Really?
That's like the best part of my game.
But it's the best part of my game once every 5 rounds. And then it's awesome. And then it's just so bad.
I think I
after
played
that.
my last round this weekend.
I was thinking, like, do we go out and do we have another round somewhere? There's still courses up. It's still like kind of nice.
If it's a
out.
nice day, we could justify it. I'd be okay with it if it's a nice day.
We'll figure it out. Maybe I am working on for next year. Now that the YouTube's golf is a big thing.
Yes.
That it's going to be me. I'm going to fly Jeff in. Maybe we'll fly Garion in too. We'll do the 4 of us.
Hooray.
And we'll have a 2-on-2 match for Mayo Media Network YouTube golf.
I like that.
The saddest golf YouTube match of all time. And you can do it on place your over-unders or hires and lowers on Underdog.
Sure.
That would be fantastic. Spreads for week number 9. Jared,
All right.
hit us. There is a Thursday game and there's a Berlin game.
Yes, Thursday is Raiders at Broncos.
Raiders at Broncos. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I think that Denver is going to be favored in this game, despite having what you called the worst quarterback. Someone said, we won't watch that, Pat. I bet you'd be the highest rated thing that we'd. What do you think?
Oh, that would get views.
That would get huge numbers.
Yeah.
Although JB disagrees, but who the fuck is that guy? No one cares about him.
JB Smooth?
Yeah,
No.
maybe it is JB Smooth. Okay, Gary, and what's your guess?
I'll say Broncos 7.5.
I got Broncos 9.5.
10.
10.
Wow.
It's a split.
Cheater.
It's also overtime game, short week.
True.
And it feels like you can't make the favorites high enough on Thursday Night Football at this point.
Oh, there's been some wacky games this year on Thursday Night Football.
All I can think of is the Niners beating the Rams. What was the other one?
Giants beating the
Eagles?
Eagles.
The Eagles. That's right. That is a very big number. I probably still like the Broncos here. So Berlin game?
Berlin game. Falcons Colts. Tim's Colts.
Against Tim's Falcons.
Yeah.
.5. Go ahead, Garion.
Colts 3.5.
I got Colts 3.5 as well.
6.5.
Is the answer?
Yeah.
6.5.
Oh
Wow.
my
It's times like this where I know he doesn't because he's too honest of a person. It's times like these where I think Tim might cheat.
He's the Bill Simmons of this particular game.
I was about to go to 7, but I was like, no, the Colts didn't play great today. But like, the Colts are like the best team statistically in the AFC, and like the Falcons are trash.
Well, every team that you have called the best team in the AFC has instantly gone into a tailspin the moment that you've called them the best team in the AFC.
At least by the rankings.
Yeah, man, that feels like an easy Falcons bet to me.
Yeah, nothing's easy with the
I,
Falcons.
I,
know,
I don't.
I
I
know.
don't hate the Falcons in that game. It's too many points.
So 3-1 already.
Okay. Potential main screen game.
Ooh.
Patriots at Bucks.
Okay. At Bucks, huh? Coming off a bye. Don't know if Bucky and Godwin could both be back for this game, which
Yep.
I think would just be a huge boost. And I think all of their offensive line is finally healthy for the first time all year. I feel like I'm a point high, but that's where we're going to be. Garion?
I don't want to overthink this one. I'm going to say Bucks 2.5.
I got Bucks 2.5.
2.5. Well done, lads.
We all get it.
Good job.
They could have thrown a 1.5 there
Yeah.
for Tampa.
Yeah.
And
If the
I would.
Patriots lost today, maybe they would have,
The Patriots very well could have lost,
but they didn't.
Although they did. There was a drive that the Falcons had today. I don't know. Were you watching that game at all, Garrett?
I was watching parts of it.
So it's when they ended up scoring the touchdown and then missed the extra point to end up losing by 1. They went for 4th down twice on it, and the only play that they called was someone has to make a miraculous catch play. Where just horrible throws, Bijan, 2 one-handed catches. Drake London's touchdown was just
Oh, my
incredible.
goodness.
Oh, it was incredible. What a catch.
It was kind of
Better than
crazy.
Garrett Wilson, some are saying.
Justin Jefferson probably had the best, or Brock. There was
I mean,
there's some nice touchdown catches.
Bauer's catch to me was the nicest.
Actually, you know who probably had the nicest TD catch today was Puka.
Puka.
That
I was
was
saying,
nice too.
I mean, the
Oh,
throw
T.
was
Higgins.
too.
That T. Higgins one late in the game.
Yeah, the T. Higgins one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the
Looking.
Moss touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 5-3-2 is the score after 3 games. Jared, next game.
All right. Bills at Dolphins.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Garion, how many back shoulder fades to Devon A-Chain is going to be in this game?
It was a behind the line swing pass, you know? Play number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in their playbook. Although HN does love putting up numbies against the Bills. God, how big could this number be? I'll say Bills by 10.5.
I said 9.5.
8.5.
8.5. Division game, extra rest. Dolphins tend to keep it like relatively close.
I thought I was adjusting for that by saying 9.5.
Yeah, so did I. But it was just Ravens 7.5.
Yeah, I know, but like the Bills just beat the Chiefs.
Sure, but maybe that's like a letdown spot now. You and I get the point. You okay there? Oh, I thought like the burger was hitting you. Oh shit, I forgot to nominate someone from the chat to play against us again.
Next week, we promise.
Someone remind me at the beginning of the show that we have to nominate one person. You know what? Email mayomediainc@gmail.com if you want to play against us on the show next week. I'll pick one person. We can designate that person. That makes it a lot easier. Maybe they can submit their picks now. Because we do it live on the show, I'm monitoring the chat that's going on. I don't want to see their picks at the same time. Either way. Jared, next game.
All right, Ravens at Vikings.
Feel good about this one that I'm going to be 5 points off.
I was gonna say this I could not, I could very, very, very well not pick the right team here, but I'll take the Ravens by 2.
Ravens 1.5.
Ravens 3.
Ravens 3. You had 2.5, Garion?
I had 2, but yeah.
So Cust gets the point.
Oh, I didn't hear what he said. We're in the 3 shot, so I didn't even see his
Sorry,
board.
3.5.
Okay.
You and I have to start doing it here. We're getting lapped by Tim. Do you think that's too many points?
No, I don't.
I think it's a proper amount of points.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought they would have given the Vikings some more credit after going on.
Yeah.
the
The Ravens are all credit all the time.
I mean,
Despite having really done nothing.
Not from you, pal.
But like, despite having done nothing, beating the Dolphins, like they hadn't done anything. But I understand that's where the mindset is.
All right. Jags at Texans.
this isn't the main screen game. Houston's officially done if they lose this, right?
This sounds exactly like Texans Broncos that we watched today, which was sad.
Broncos are better than the Jags, and they get more credit than the Jags, which I'm hoping that this is. Someone's saying that you're just not using your microphone to talk.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to. All right.
It's not that hard to hold it and write it down. You don't have.
I don't feel great about this. I'll say Texans by 1.
I got 2.5. Texans.
I have Texans 1.5.
1.5, man.
1.5. So it's the same
This
as
guy.
the Broncos.
Yeah, makes sense. Houston looked worse today than I expected. No Stroud either, right? Probably.
I wouldn't
Gotta
say.
take that into
Oh yeah, I
consideration.
totally forgot that Stroud's hurt.
Right.
Although
I guess we don't know for sure though.
the offense kind of looked better when Davis Mills came into the game.
I would.
Not gonna lie to you.
I would have picked Texans by 3 with Stroud.
He should be great at the tush
Maybe
push.
even 3.5.
Just stick that neck over the line. You fine. Like the Jags looked terrible today against the Raiders.
Yeah,
They ended up scoring 30 points in overtime. That game.
Jags have looked good like twice in the last month, but it was this year against the Niners, against the Chiefs. Those are the two
and even
games they
against the
played.
Chiefs, the way they won that game was silly.
Yeah, it was.
Next game, Jared.
Giants at Bears.
This game has fun written all over it. Just
Yeah.
like our friend told us today when he walked in and he said that the most fun game of the day is going to be Bengals-Bears. Count on it. And Tim Garion kept trying to tell us, like, no, it's going to be a very sensible game. And it was not a very sensible game.
Quite the opposite. Of
I
sensible.
cannot believe this hasn't come up yet. The bet. Tim's bet.
Oh, yeah!
Against Tim Bots.
Totally forgot about
Oh,
this.
my goodness.
So, towards the end of the games, there was, who had the onside?
Colts Steelers.
Colts Steelers had an onside kick, and the Bengals and Bears game had an onside kick. And our friend asked if Cust would give us 10, give him 10-1 that one of them would be recovered. Tim instantly yes, instant recover for the Bengals.
Tim, how many slushies do you now owe?
And 10 more.
How many slushies do you owe to him?
It's in the hundreds. I don't know the exact number.
It's only in the
But that
hundreds?
game did have moment of the day, which we didn't talk about,
Which
was where where they called more out at the 1 yard line. So the Bengals challenged it because they
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that he had fumbled it out of bounds. But upon review, no, he'd crossed the plane and it was a touchdown. Congratulations, you lose.
What are you saying in this game? Giants at Bears.
I'm going to go Bears by 3.
I'm gonna go 2.5 Bears.
Bears by 4.
3.5.
3.5.
So
I like the Giants in this.
is it
game.
me or is it a split?
That's you.
No, it's a split. I said
Oh, it's a split. That's right. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Gus is
I
running.
don't get
away
many
with this one.
points. Let me have them.
I mean, the Giants against the Bears is a perfect Giants cover spot. Just two teams doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart got absolutely.
I don't like laying points with Chicago. That Chicago
No.
team's
Although I
real.
laid them today, it worked. Sweat free.
Yeah, sweat free.
I would just say the over in that game. That's the
I know
over.
Sunday Night Football is starting soon. I know that you don't like Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt to score a touchdown. I actually bet Jalen Lane and Bronson Arroyo, not really his name, Elijah Arroyo, to score the first touchdown.
High leg kick.
No Marv tomorrow night.
Bronson
either.
Arroyo. Just a high
Marv
leg.
doesn't score the
Oh,
first.
Marv. Okay,
Marv
so
does not score the first touchdown.
I actually
tomorrow
like
night.
that.
Bonus picks. All right. Divisional Saints at Panthers.
How much can you favor the Panthers by in a game?
I think we're about to find out.
Like, this is the max they could ever be favored by, it feels like.
Yes. This is the, oh no, if they were hosting the Titans, I might actually bump it up a half point.
You can't make them too much because no one will take them. All right, I got it.
I feel like I'm high, but I'm going to say 5.5.
3.5.
5.5. Well done,
Garion.
Garion. Well done, buddy.
Boom.
Got to be too many points, right?
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it seems crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Like, weren't the Saints just like
yeah.
4-point dogs to the Bucks
It doesn't,
2 weeks
it doesn't
ago?
matter. Carolina was just a 14.5-point dog for a reason. Okay. Calm down.
Next game.
Sadness. Browns at Jets.
Oh, I love this game. Cleveland is going to win this game by so much. And by so much, I mean like the max 17 points that they score.
What do you think they set Justin Fields over under passing yards at?
Oh my God. 165. Although Garrett Wilson might be back.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, God. Do they favor the Jets?
They shouldn't, but they will, right?
Yeah. I'll say Jets by 1.5.
That's what I got. We all got it.
Yeah, well done. 1.5.
It'd be nice that if Cust didn't get all the ones we pick exactly correct.
Is it is it anywhere close?
It was, yeah, it was 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5. Bang
No,
on.
he
No.
means the
The
total.
standings. Anywhere
It's 12-7 to 6.
Okay.
Are the Browns going to be the most bet on team next week?
No.
I feel like whoever you don't favor in that game.
New
gets-
Orleans will be.
Oh, I don't know about that. Panthers 5-4
Mhm.
with Bryce Young only throwing 34 yards in a game.
Yeah.
Next game, Jared.
All right, 5 o'clock slates. Cardinals at Seahawks.
Short week for the Cardinals. And who knows if Kyler Murray's ever coming back. There's a chance someone sawed him. Just cut his foot off and they're not telling us about it. You think he'd be back by now, don't you?
He's been prestiged.
Yes. Yes, he has. A lot of this has to do with what happens tonight and tomorrow night. But if we're just looking at it, it is division. Okay. This is not the spread for any of the games, but that is what I will guess.
Okay, I got it.
I'm going to say Seahawks by 4.
I got 4.5.
I also have 4.
6.5.
Oh, it's
Oh.
me. Cardinals kind of suck.
I get it.
Let's not forget that. And they're big up in the big two
No,
teams
I get it.
that you like, Indy and Seattle.
They only lose games by 2 points.
True.
Seattle cooked them earlier this year, then let them back into the game. Was that a Thursday night game?
No. I don't. Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was- that
Like
was nice.
Seattle,
was.
it was the night
They're
that I
up
went to go
big and
see
it-
one battle after another.
Yeah, they're up big and then they gave it all away.
All right,
Yeah,
NFC divisional rematch. Lions at Commanders.
Lions at Commandos.
Hmm.
Assuming Jaden Daniels he makes it through this game. Detroit off a loss is always a great spot to bet the Lions. I'll go with that again. Why not? Go ahead, Gary.
Lions 3.5.
Lions 4.5.
Lions 3.5.
3.
3.
Gary and I.
That's really strange.
Penalize them a little bit and like I guess,
Penalizing you a little bit, but that's a lower spread than Seattle is favored at Washington tonight.
yeah, I know,
But
but
so they're telling us that Seattle's better than Detroit. Do you believe that?
I think they're close.
True.
I think they're real close.
You had Detroit as going into this week as a cut above every other team in football in your personal power rankings, and now they're worse than the Seahawks.
They're right on par with them, but I really like the Seahawks. So
Next game,
All right. Rams at 49ers.
Ooh.
Now that I like the Rams after betting their under for the year,
I'm low.
I think I'm high.
Niners by 1.5.
I got Rams by 2.5.
Rams by 2.5.
Rams by 3.
I was low.
I knew at some point I was going to just pick the wrong team.
I mean, you could, if it was, that will get bet down to like Rams by 1.
What's the rock,
Rams
paper,
by
scissors
1.5.
of the NFC West?
Mm-mm.
I always forget.
That is going the other way.
Is it McVay always beats Shanahan? Or
No,
is it-
Shanahan beats McVay.
Yeah, that's going the other way.
Well, it's 3 already.
I know. I think it's going to more. Now that it's at 3, they can keep
I mean,
going.
they've already beat the Rams
I know.
in LA this year
I
with
know.
with a worse
That
squad.
was a wild game. I don't know. I think
with a team that was more injured than the one they currently have.
that's probably equally as injured.
Wonder if we get Purdy, or does that matter? I feel like it does.
Nice
I'm not
to know
sure.
better.
I
think
feel like
it
they're
does.
better
I think it
with
does.
Purdy.
I think Purdy is a better quarterback.
And I think Mac Jones is fine. Like they could make the playoffs with Mac
yeah,
Jones.
no, I agree. I definitely think Purdy is better.
What would happen if Mac Jones? Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter that much.
Why?
Just a Mac Jones Darnold like first round playoff matchup would be hilarious to me.
Next game, Jared.
All right. Steelers at Chargers on Sunday night.
Poor Jeff.
Don't forget that mic, Chef.
Yes. I really like the Chargers in this game. I think I have such an aversion to Pittsburgh. But we'll see. Go ahead, Gary.
I'll just say Chargers by 3.
At 1.5.
Chargers 3.5.
3.5.
Is that high even with Joe all out?
No,
Makes no difference.
apparently.
I don't think so. I mean, 3.5. I actually like Pittsburgh.
People who watch that game know.
But the Titans sacked Herbert.
I meant the Pittsburgh Indianapolis game.
Yeah, but
no one came away from that game thinking, "Oh, Pittsburgh's actually pretty decent. What a nice win." Everyone's talking about Indy and how Indy imploded.
Sure, but the moment Joe Alt left that game, Herbert took 5 sacks.
I get it. No, what obviously
So if they were able to get through what was one of the 5 best offensive lines in football,
they're going to have to
they're
double
going to be
team TJ
all
Watt.
over.
They're going to have to chip him on every single
It's
snap.
not just JJ Watt who's getting pressure on them here.
Well, no, it's TJ Watt.
Or TJ Watt, but it's not just him. Like they were everywhere in that backfield.
I just think their speed is just going to kill Pittsburgh.
There might be the opportunity for the huge plays here, but just Herbert is going to be under duress in that game.
I lean
Jeff
Chargers.
is going to be stressed out.
I don't know. I think this week may have been like a cathartic moment. For
Oh
him.
yeah, if there's one thing Jeff does, it's grow.
I actually think I actually think he will grow from this. I do.
Oh God.
In what way?
How long do you think
there'll be
he's
some-
wearing his own meme of himself on a shirt?
Oh, we should definitely get. I wonder how quickly I can get that.
There will
made.
be some perspective done.
Can you look into
Probably
that
in my hoodie,
tomorrow?
Yeah.
To see where we can print press a T-shirt.
Should be very easy.
If you can figure that out, that's so you don't have to live at the studio all the time. You can leave and go print off a shirt with Jeff on
Sure.
it that I can wear on the show.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, I think we're gonna send it to
No,
Jeff.
get one for me, get one for Tim. We can wear it on the show.
I like it. Ready for
Justin
Monday
in the
night?
Chat says Jeff, big catharsis guy.
No, but you know what? I think that he will grow. The perspective will develop here. I really do.
He's just sitting at home eating frozen cakes, and
It's
ripping
okay.
vape pens.
He's allowed to grieve. Everybody grieves differently. I respect that.
Last game, Monday Night Football.
Yes, sir. Eagles at Packers.
That's sort of a fun game. I bet you this is like the shittiest watching game ever on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, God.
Eagles at Packers?
Yep.
Fucking Packers, man.
I don't know. What to
Anyone
do.
ever read on the Packers at all? Besides, like,
I don't think they're that good. I think they're like a cut below the better teams, but they're in the playoffs.
Zach
now.
Ertz already has 2
Catches. Good.
and Corey Krosky Merritt, no carries. Jaden Daniels, 3 carries.
Love it.
That's where we need to be right there. Just maybe he decided he stepped on the field. He said, you know what? I retire.
Maybe.
And then he hits his under, and then we're looking good.
I don't know what to do with this game.
Sure, why not? I'm already lost anyway. I probably had the wrong team favored.
Yeah.
Garion?
I don't know. Packers by 1.5.
Packers by 2.5. 6-7.
I got Eagles by 1.5.
Yeah, Packers 2.5. Timothy.
Packers 2.5.
Well
But the
done.
Eagles coming off a bye week?
6-7.
Oh my God.
Why does that say 61.7?
It's SIX7. That's how it's written.
Nailed it.
So it's 697?
No, it's 6 7.
Oh.
What
'Cause
prompted
looks like
that?
9 Roman numerals.
Okay, you're right. It does actually. Well, it is, but that's how it's written.
Or you have the dyslexic version of trying to name the premier of China.
What a niche joke.
We are all about niche jokes on this
That is
network.
true, yeah.
You cleaned up this week.
Yeah, well, I lost the last couple of weeks. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
good to
true.
get back in the winner's circle.
That I believe that improves the record to 6. No, it's 5-2 and did Jeff beat us or did Emerson beat us?
Emerson beat us, I think.
Yeah. You're up 5-2.
All right, it's good.
Packers play down to opponents. They'll show up against Philly, Slim says.
I can see that. Philly's also like teetering a bit.
Philly will just have 2 really good quarters and it'll be like, is that good enough?
But its question is like they're going to pull out of this tailspin. It's just a question of when they're going to do it. It might not be there yet. I might like Green Bay.
All right. That'll do it on the Pat Mayo experience. Cheer up, Garion. Things will have some catharsis. Things will get
I actually think Garion's in a pretty good mood. All things considered.
This,
I think
this is a fun hour. I'm
Yeah.
still going to be in a bad mood when I sign off. But
granted, but you
this
know
is
what?
fun. Thanks for
I
hanging
think
out.
you're taking it really well. And there's something to be said for that.
Do you know what I have come to 3 years too late, Garion? Although I'm all in for like the next 2
Baseball's
weeks.
fun again?
Oh no, baseball was a lot of fun, but I wouldn't have cared if the Jays weren't in it.
Yeah.
But I started watching Andor.
Oh, you know what? I watched the first episode and I really liked it. I don't know why I stopped watching it.
It's funny. I watched the first episode 3 times, I think, over the course of the past 3 years, and just like, oh, this is too slow. Like whatever. My wife and I finally started watching it. It's fucking incredible.
Is it about the moon where all the Ewoks live?
That's Endor.
Oh,
Endor.
Andor's a guy.
oh okay.
You saw Rogue One.
I did.
He's the guy in Rogue One,
Oh, okay.
and he's also the guy in Y tu mama te bien. Diego Luna. I think he was in it. Yeah, he's in that.
Yeah, it is.
You too, Mama Tambien.
You've never seen Y tu mama
I
te bien?
have seen that movie.
It's a great
It
movie.
used to be on the French channel on TV all the time.
Why was it on the French channel?
It used to just always be on there.
They were like, here's this movie that's not in French.
Yeah.
Let's show it to you.
Like with captions.
Oh, early grab for Torrey Horton. Let's go.
Hooray.
We need 2 more, okay?
A double, you might say, from Horton.
We need more than that, though.
See, now that's low level. That is, like your entry
regional.
level. Yeah, that's your standing room only joke right there.
Someone says, more movie content, Pat. Listen, I've been trying to get the movie podcast off the
I'm
ground
telling
for
you,
a while.
folks, I got a movie-centric list for you on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, you do have a list.
I have a list.
Is it
Movie-centric
Halloween themed?
list. No, it is not.
Oh, okay.
We'll take a little credit on the show, but before that,
You can't take credit on the show.
just watch me.
But, okay, so Garion, I asked him to make a list about movies that were about Halloween. And then he made a list about movies that weren't about Halloween and then acted shocked that I was mad about his list.
And how did the people in the comments react?
Well, they didn't. I said, make a list about movies that take place at Halloween. And you did not do that and then tried to frame it like I was being the crazy
Because
person.
I said that all scary movies are essentially Halloween movies.
But
Oh, no,
I
that's
asked
what
him,
I
And,
asked for.
but the people were for it.
I asked you to make a fucking list about movies
I know.
that took place on Halloween. And you did not do that. And then tried to claim that I never had the conversation with you. And I feel like you don't listen to me at all. You just look through it and just think that you're assuming what I'm saying is what you want to hear and just don't hear the words that I'm saying. We're like a bad old married couple in a bad marriage. I see Scott says do a spoof movie list. And then he says,
Like
and
Young Frankenstein?
I don't know if that's really a spoof movie, is
It's
it?
like a spoof of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
It's more of a parody of it.
Okay, what
I don't
exactly is a spoof movie?
I would
then?
say a spoof movie is more like, I think that Airplane was the first spoof movie.
Okay.
Unless you want to take like some of the shorts on Kentucky Fried Movie,
Okay.
also from the Zuckers. But I feel like that's more of a satire or a parody. I feel like spoof is a different type of thing.
Okay.
At least in my mind. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's the way that I've always thought about it.
Okay.
Garion?
You want my spoof opinion?
I do, yes.
Yeah, I would say that's like the Zuckers weigh-ins, and then you get into that really terrible early aughts where you had like the epic movies and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's really terrible. Not another teen movie, which actually isn't terrible.
I like Not Another Teen Movie. That was good.
Isn't Chris Evans in that movie?
Yes, he is, and he does not acknowledge that, which means it's a great movie. You know it. It's got that one where it's just like he keeps, what is it, like Student of the Month, and he's just sitting in front of it, and it's like a 2-shot of him. It's a real like they did the joke from Hot Fuzz before Hot Fuzz did it.
Hot Fuzz. I mean, Hot Fuzz is like a parody movie. It's not a spoof movie.
Yeah.
Like Police Academy? Is that a parody movie?
Yeah, it's more of a parody movie. But Hot Fuzz is like a direct parody of both action and cop movies. And
Okay.
It's fucking incredible.
It's like Spaceballs too. Would be
yeah,
a parody.
exactly. Yeah, not
What's-
really a spoof.
Yeah.
What's Scary Movie?
Scary Movie is a spoof movie.
There you go. Okay.
Because it's not only spoofing like a movie, it's also spoofing like
genre.
everything
Yeah.
at the same time, like
Genre.
commercials. Like you could almost argue
Like
that
Shrek is like that.
I was gonna
then.
say you could almost argue that every Mike Myers movie is weirdly a spoof movie if you just twisted it the right way.
Yeah, Wayne's World is certainly that.
Yeah, little yellow, stupid. Oh, that's the guy told me because I said Garion for Kyle Manungai. I said his name should be Hey You Manungais. But then someone said that he should be the cream of I see. I can't say it.
Cream of.
Instead of it being the cream of some young guy from Wayne's World, it'd be the cream of one young guy. But it's really hard to
pretty
say.
appealing.
It's very, very good one.
I liked the Goonies one though too. That was good.
That one's easier to do.
Also, better Twitter joke when accompanied by the photo.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one was a hit. Anyway, that will do it for us. Let's check in for the score of the game here. See what's going on. 0-0.
Oh,
It's a real match out there.
couple of clean
We
sheets
got
out there
a
to protect.
clean sheet on the go here. They got to protect the clean sheet. Oh, JSN already 2 catches.
All right.
And a rush for 11 yards.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
and he got hurt.
Huh?
He's also now hurt.
Yeah, great.
He ran into Sam Darnold.
Yeah, exactly.
AJ Barner, catch. I don't need you. I need fucking Arroyo, pal. Why don't you get on the go? All right, Gary, and thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow for golf and live at 10:45 a.m. Eastern time with some more football. Then we got rankings live on Tuesday, spread picks, best bets. Hopefully we don't get banned from that. But please sub to the channel, smash the like while you're here, and I will see you next time.